I am CZSurvivor and welcome to Vanilla Minecraft. I'm going to be starting a series in the 1.8.1 pre-release snapshots. So this is pre-5 as you can see down in the bottom. So before we get started, the resource packs that I'm going to be using is the Monkey Farm John Smith remix, so his own version. I'll put links to all these in the bottom, and the John Smith Legacy, and that actually needs updating. I'll have to update that, but that'll be something I get onto. So yeah, Monkey Farm's at the top. I know he hasn't finished retexturing everything, so John Smith Legacy underneath. Now creating a new world, we'll get rid of that one. Don't need that one, that was an old test world I was having a look at. And we'll call it CZ's world, and we'll go with everything set to default, and we'll go with CZ as the seed, and let's begin. So yeah, now when I'm doing this series, it's going to be a very technical based. It's going to be technology, well, function. It's going to be all functional, and then I'm going to decorate that function. That's the plan anyway. So wow, that is a very nice spawn. A very, very nice spawn. So if you don't know what that is a mesa, which has red sand and a lot of hardened clay. So perfect for building some hardened clay builds. We'll get our first achievement, taking inventory. So whilst I get started and get everything ready, we'll have a look at some of my old worlds, and you can get a view of some of the things that I have in store of what I'll be doing on this world by what I've done in that world. So yeah, just quickly get one more achievement because, wait, did that wrong. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Now the beginning of what I have to offer begins on the Xbox 360 edition of Minecraft. So I have a few worlds, well, I had a lot of worlds until I got a new profile and lost all those old worlds and stuff like that, corruption and all that. Broke a load of worlds and I lost them, but I've got 3 worlds to show you, and we'll begin with the world, which I prefer to call the... So here is the world. Now this world was built pre-enchantment and I do believe pre-jungle, and due to updates, this biome that my humble abode exists in has become a jungle biome. Now this is a mob spawner system. Can't remember who it was. I think it was Monkey Farm's design that I used for it, and as you can see, it's different. Now the reason why I call it the sinkhole is this. Just this conveniently large hole, which I thought, perfect, let's go build a home in it. So the only way currently into it, excluding climbing up the mob spawn and falling down the mob trap to your death, is this. And I like it, I like this world. It was quite a unique world, and I think the doors have started bugging out now since them updating and all that. So this was the pub. I don't know why I built it. It's not very technical and it wasn't like me. It was just something I had the urge to do. So we've got our lovely area for the people to sit, and we've got the guard dog, protects the money. Bar area, not very well decorated, and down here was supposed to be a brewery, but we never got round to that. And this world wasn't actually multiplayer. Actually, all my Xbox worlds were multiplayer. I always played with my friends on them. So yeah, here is the home. Now this world was actually made so long ago that it was back when arrows, you didn't have to charge to fire them, they were just rapid fire. This was the storage room. We had cobblestone and still cobblestone. We had a lot of cobblestone. And up to the top, I was never very good decorating back here. We have this, glass panes had just come out and we were all having fun with them. And here is arrows, a lot of arrows. Now where did I get all those arrows? Well, if we go down, after I've had a little snack, down into the mining system, pet piggy, well, my adopted pet piggy, it walked into there and it became a pet. So down here leads to the mob spawner and the strip mine. And what mob spawner do we have? Skeleton. Now back originally on the Xbox version, well now on the Xbox version there's a mob cap to how many mobs can spawn, but back then originally there was no cap to how many mobs could spawn in here, and I brought what seemed the game down to something like 20 FPS, and it was a lot of mobs. I think I had 200 and the game was running at 20 FPS. Okay, down in here is the nether room, bolted to the nether. So we've got these weird fire pits. If I just crack one open for you, it's fire hidden behind stairs and slabs, and it just gives this weird eerie glow to them, which I liked. And you get the noise of fire every so often, and I decided to decorate with vines. And yeah, mob spawner systems over here, quickly show you it. There was a bug in the current version where if you broke stairs you had a chance of getting the chiseled stone and the mossy stone out of them, which was pretty nice. Now this is the mob spawner system. I never finished it. You'll find that there's a lot of things on the Xbox version I never finished, and they were supposed to just fall down there. Initial farm, and I had a thing for grassing up the area. I just loved making it all grass, and here was my final farm. A semi-automatic wheat farm using water to uproot the crops. So yeah, that is this world. We've got the strip mine all the way down there, but I don't believe you want to see that. So let's move on to Welcome to Desert Hill Retreat. It's not much of a desert hill, but this world was a short one. It's had a unique biome feature, unique layout, having a desert right next to a tiger, which in this version used the snow. Now, I was currently towing over a lot of grass over to this place because I wanted to create a nice looking, hello, skeleton. Was creating a nice looking animal pen down here, but never got round to it. So we'll go up to the house, or more like a retreat, a mountain retreat. You might notice a theme in my builds in the form of mountains or holes. I like using the environment to my advantage whenever I build stuff. I never build out of the land, so to speak. So we'll get started. We'll go into the crafting area. Don't ask me what I was doing with furnaces. We just had a finger for furnaces, and the dogs are barking next door. And I also like to show off my wide collection of leather for my enchantment room. Never actually went to Nether in this version, but yeah. And a storage room, a unique storage room, in that we have blocks on top of here. I was using half slabs to hide everything. And yeah, most of this is just empty chests. Lots of cobblestone, of course. Now, there's a lot of zombies. This was supposed to be a nether portal room. I never got round to finishing it, as you can probably guess. If you couldn't guess, just letting you know. And up here was going to be the master bedroom with a lovely balcony into the floating islands. I thought this area just looked nice and it just deserved a balcony, and a balcony it got. So yeah, now to the technical side of this world, in that I decided that I wanted a lot of melons. I lived off melons, so the first redstone device I built in this world is a piston door using the old school T flip-flops, and then came the real pride, was the semi-automatic pumpkin and melon farm. All you have to do is flick it and it comes to you. Occasionally you get some flip up on here, but hey, it worked and it gave me a lot of food, as you can see. So yeah. And down here was the next farming area I'd set up this multi-tiered wheat farm. All the wheat would be washed aside, and you just go down here and you collect it all. Not complete though, but the top is. I'll quickly show you. Let's see. This was the way in. Oh yes, this one was a very unique build. Because I had that block there, I used it as a path and as a way to block the water here. So it double functioned as blocking the water and allowing me to walk into there without having to jump around. So yeah, and that is this world. There's not very expansive, these worlds. I never built large, I always built small and technical in these worlds. So yeah, let's move on to welcome to Mycelium Retreat. And another mob spawner. Yeah, never finish off mob spawners in this world. So this is Mycelium Retreat. We lived off Mushroom Stew here because of the local population of cows being infested with mushrooms since they had spawned in Mushroom Island biome. So yeah, this is the world mostly. As I said, I like building into the terrain, as you can see, just living inside another mountain. So first of all, the crafting room. Furnace. We had a thing for furnaces. Now this world was built with my friend. Don't think he'll mind me telling his Xbox name on this. Not gonna. He was a good friend. Never in this world was built before the added Nether Fortresses. And when they first added Nether Fortresses on the Xbox version, you couldn't reset your Nether. Now you can. So I would have gone back and got all that, but I didn't. This was the storage room. Tried something new again, and we had our snow production farm. Don't know if this actually still works. This was built on the old version, and nope, I don't have anything. What was I building up here? Nothing. It's been a long time since I've been on these worlds. Over here is the enchantment room, of course, an excessively large amount of books again. I also had a thing for double doors. So that set this room off centered and it really annoyed me, but what can you do? I was because I went with the Nether portals to be lined up, I then couldn't line up this. So fix one, break the other. Down here is the mob spawner, and we'll quickly climb up. I'll show you the design inside. I didn't show you that in the other world. Very smart one. Doesn't fixes out, well, knocks out what they called spiders. Spiders don't spawn using the half slab trick as you can see. It's all cobblestone and wooden pressure plates. So yeah, that is the mob spawner. And if we quickly go down, they're all supposed to be pushed down into center. We can go have a look at the technical farms on this map, because this map got even more technical than the last. This one's also got a zombie spawner, which probably actually slowed down my progress towards completing that mob spawner, because we just used to sit at that for ages, just whacking mobs. It was a very bad habit. So yeah, we've got a guest room, main person room, well, friends room, and my room. And down here, the technical builds. We had another one of those, well, started one of those wheat farms, and it did the exact same thing, well, sort of the same thing. It used a piston instead, and you'd push it and get in nice and quick. So yeah, central storage for wheat and seeds. We had no hoppers back then. I don't think Xbox has hoppers yet. And this was going to be a semi-automatic mushroom farm, because mushrooms would grow and we push a button and water would fall out. I do believe we didn't finish it because I think we found a ravine and it was making life hard. There was a ravine out here somewhere. I don't know. Oh yeah, the Xbox version has that, doesn't it? Insta-break dirt with pickaxes, and you had efficiency 4 on them. So we'll quickly head down to the zombie spawner, and then we'll move on to Right, I just realised that I just cut the video slightly too quick then, and I've chopped off part of my voice. What I was going to say is then we'll move on to computer worlds. So over here, I think, yep, loads of rotten flesh, and there was at one point, no, the point was lots of stone swords because zombies had just gained the 10% armour, which meant you couldn't one-hit them, so we had loads of stone swords, and one of us used to just sit AFK and fill up our chest with inventory with stone swords and whack away till they all died. Now as you can hear, they're all behind there. Oh no, you changed that, didn't they? I was going to set this to peaceful so we can have a look inside. We'll just hop around without setting it to peaceful. Not going to be able to see anything. No, right. I think we'll just move on to the next world. My computer world, and probably my favouriteest vanilla world. And finally, the last world to look at. Now, this world was done in survival mode, but it was done on a server. Now, I've just enabled commands, and I've enabled spectator mode so I can go around and show you everything a lot easier and being able to fly. So first of all, world spawn. And this is it. This is what it is. I don't have a building here yet. I hadn't actually got around to building one, but two of my friends had. We had 4 of us on this server. 2 had built houses, the others hadn't, and we all had horses and all that, and we all used the same texture pack, this one. So yeah, so let's begin by going over to, I think this was the first technical build on this map, which is the automatic chicken farm, and I do believe we have, where's the entities, I can't find it, yeah, 33, maybe 34 chickens up top, producing a large supply of chicken, as you can see. Next of all, let's go down into the spawn. So I was creating this different spawn. Exact spawn is here, and I decided to put our lovely fountain right at spawn. So we go down. It was very much in the workings, this area, but as you can see, I was getting to using all the new diorite, that's granite, that's diorite, and I don't know where the other one is, there, no, that's the diorite, I can't find it, there, andesite. Then we came down to here with nether bricks because we had our nether area, and we'll go into the nether in a bit. Now, quickly hopping back into survival. Okay, I just failed that. Nice quick drop using minecart, well, using water, and we got a minecart elevator to get up and out. So yeah, just quickly click this and come back down. So yeah, down here we have our pure iron beacon and purple glass. I just decided on purple randomly, and we have haste 2, so it was insta-mine. I don't have any tools on me. Why don't I have any tools? Oh right, I don't have any tools because this world was using a different account. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I got my own account. That's the wrong one. Skin's currently broken. I don't know why. I'll have to. I was currently in the process of making it, and it seems broken at this moment in time. But hey, so I've got my own account, well, new account. The other account I've just left to my brother. So next of all, where should we go? I'm thinking the iron golem farm, so quickly hop back into spectator mode. And this is Doc M77's iron gold farm. Also, we experienced a few bugs on the server with chunks disappearing. That's why that village was half mutilated. And this was the iron golem farm. Ignore the blood and dirt. The building hadn't finished, and that was my A feature. If I can just get into here, we've got a nice supply of iron at the moment in time. As you can see, we've got villagers in here creating a valid village. So iron golem spawning there, spawning there. The plan was to have another spawn go off here, and then you could also tower up another bit more, so you could have another one up there. But for now, we don't, and it probably never will be. Next of all, the zombie farm over there. So here was the first redstone-less build. So it was the very first build on this server that I did, other than our spawn location. Man, there was a lot of caves around here. So this is it. I'll just go back into survival mode so we can have a look around this. Put a lot of time into stone bricking up this place using stone bricks. We have the enchantment area. Nice open area. I don't have access to any of my stuff. It was all in the end chest. So down here we have villagers. I had an obsession with villagers in this world, and we have a cleric with a nice rotten flesh trade. It's currently locked, and I was getting all sorts of other stuff off him. And here we have quick do it potion of healing. So we throw them at zombies, which should be spawning behind there. I'll quickly go into spectator mode to show you how it works. So there they are. We spawn at the zombie spawner, of course, and then over here to deal with the little baby zombies, lava. Baby zombies are only 1 block high, so they'll float through here and just and cook, and no need to deal with them, which is very nice. But yeah, that is the zombie farm, and I think we'll go to the spawn building. Yeah, spawn building next. So here is spawn. Well, no, not spawn. Starter hut, where we began this world, my friends. Cows, of course we need cows. And this was the beginning of the villagers, so we had I have to go into survival to interact with them. We have a weaponsmith. He offers a nice set of tools, well, weapons and an axe. Toolsmith. We had 2 librarians for paper, and yeah, this world was, I did mention, it was built in the 1.8 snapshots, so we got all the new features of dark oak fence and all that, and we had some fun messing around with them. So down here was where it all began on this world. We're all huddled down here. We have a wheat and potato farm, and through here, sugarcane for those lovely emeralds from those lovely villagers. And boring down there was just the strip mine, and this was where we got all our picks initially for the chicken farm. So yeah, here we are in Nether. Nothing really got done in here other than super fast way to get around in the Nether. We've got a string farm at one of the portals. I can't remember which one does which, but over here we broke the bedrock ceiling using the dark oak tree. Now if you don't know how to do it, search on the internet for DocM77 and breaking bedrock ceiling, and all we've done up here at this point was, oh wait, yeah, all we did was farm the wither. Well, we killed the wither up here. We never really built anything else in the Nether. We did start working on a Nether farm, but I wasn't really clued up on how they worked. Only recently I've figured out how they actually work. But hey, so let's go to the string farm. I was wondering where they put my horse. Yeah, they decided to rename it Dinner Bone so it was upside down. They had a very odd sense of humour. But yeah, he's actually, I need to show you how good he is. He's a very good horse. I was very lucky that I found him. I think he has the highest jump possible and nearly the highest speed. I'll just show you it in F5. This was ridiculous find. That is such a high jump, and I was so lucky finding it. Also, he just looks absolutely ridiculous now with them putting him upside down, but hey. So yeah, and over here, oops, no, I don't want to start broadcasting, that is the wrong button. We'll just quickly go back into spectator mode to get down here nice and quick. We do have a Nether link, but I couldn't figure out which Nether portal took me here, so just come over via the overworld, and here we have it, the string farm using a cave spider spawner. Cave spider spawn in here, pushed down by the water, pushed all the way down here, and cactus. We have a nice amount of string, and of course, villager for selling string. Now whilst you're AFK here, you can double it up as a double AFK farm for fishing. Now I believe it was JL on the 6th round server this, and basically I don't have any fishing rods. So what you're supposed to do with this is flick this lever, aim in the middle of it, and if you get it just right, if I can figure out where it was supposed to go, it sits there, and it just, if I can keep it in the right spot, it just sits there, and then all of a sudden a fish will come along, you'll fish it up, and if you have the inventory full of items, you'll pull the fish to you, you won't collect it, and see where the stone pressure plate is in front of me. The fish will get sucked up there because there's a hopper underneath it, and the fish went into there. I'll quickly show you. Also, you're supposed to have this door shut. Oops. And we should have some fish over here. Yep, as we do, we also have some lead pipes and a nice name tag. So yeah, that is this world. Let's get back to the new one. So yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got much time left for this episode, and also there's not much time left for recording. We're up to half an hour at this point, so I'm just going to finish up with the video here, and next episode, after I've done some strip mining, got a little hobbit hole set up, we'll be able to do some technical things. Got an idea for a build maybe. Maybe we'll do that in the first episode, well, second episode, or maybe we won't. But anywho, so yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you did like it, hit that like button. This series is currently mainly experimental to see whether you want me to actually continue doing this. If you don't, I won't, and we'll just resort back to the modded Minecraft once it comes out. So yeah, stay well, and Survivor out.